Hi guys, this is Suzanne HB, Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram, and today I'm doing a tutorial on this design which is not mine. It's one done by Oreo Loomer. I'll put her details down in the description box below. And she sent me this one and we agreed we'd call it Queen of Diamonds. It's a hook only design, and the lovely swoopy diamond sort of shape gave the idea for Queen of Diamonds. This one is reasonably straightforward. It's only got a couple of tricky bits in it, and it is one you need to, it's more easy if you do it, more easy. It's easier if you do it, do the left hand side first and then turn it around and do the right hand side. Pardon me. And it's really only getting this cap band on here, but if you've done any of like late Loomers designs, or even my the love darts of my design, that won't be a problem, so I'll show you how to do that. Today I'll be using the 600 band pack rainbow loom bands, which I love so much. If you get a chance to get some of those, any of the 600 band pack specialty bands from Rainbow Loom are so much fun to work with. They're kind of like jellies, but these beautiful pretty colours. Alrighty, let's get on with it. Okay, and I apologise if it's a little bit stop-start with the video, because it's not one of my designs. I kind of have to stop and check that I'm getting it right as I go through so that I don't get the design wrong for Oreo Loomer. Alright, so our standard start is our cap band, and then I'll show you on this one. So that's the cap band. I might just leave that there so we can kind of refer to it colour-wise if you're interested in which colours to use. Then we grab the colour that you're going to use as the one that forms the diamond shape. Okay, you grab one of those and pull it through all the way. And for this first layer, we're going to grab that cap band and we're going to just pop it over onto the hook, and then we're going to grab another one of those diamond shaped colours and pull it just through that cap band, so you end up with those four on there like that. Right, so that forms the cap band on this one. You don't have to worry about getting the cap band over those middle two. Alright, now we're going to go from there and going to run up the left hand side and kind of ignore the right hand side for the moment. So the next one we do is the one that's going to be these little feature corner colours, which I've used the dark green. I think it's Jade Medieval. So you get the first one, pardon me, and put it on just onto the left hand loop, like so. So if we ignore this loop for now and pretend it's not there, this right hand one, on the left hand side we've got 3 loops, 2 green and 1 kind of yellow pink, and then on those loops we're going to grab one of our cap band colours and pull that through all 3. Oops. So through 1, 2, 3. And hook those on. So now we've just got 2 loops on there. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is grab the colour we're using for the diamond and hook it just over, hook it under just the left of those 2. And then we're going to grab our corner feature colour and hook it just over, I'm getting just under the left of those 2. Maybe we just should ignore the words and just watch what I'm doing. Like that. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 bands on that left hand side now. And that's how we're going to leave it, because we've completed that except for the connecting part at the top. Now it's a little bit tricky because we've now got 6 bands that we need to turn over. So you can use another hook if you like and hook it through all of those loops that are currently on there like so. And take that one out, and then work with this hook. So I'll just turn it around like that. Thank you to Jace Alvarez for that little fun tip. Or you can just grab a hold of them and carefully pinching so that they don't escape, take your hook out and put it back through, which is what I often do. But just because there's 6 of them, I thought we'd try it this way. Alright, so on this side we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're just repeating what we've done before. So that is your corner colour. Just move this one over here so it doesn't get confusing. Your corner colour, and put it just onto the left loop, like that. So we're going to ignore this right hand side for the moment. So you've got 3 on that left hand side, and then we're going to grab the cap band colour and put it under all 3. 1, 2, 3. Like so. Then we're going to grab our diamond colour, put it just under the left. Oops, just under the left there. Put it back on. And our corner colour, and just under the left as well. And by the time you get to this point, you should now have 8 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And all 8 of those loops are going to go under your linking colour, which in this case I've used my black here. I think it's black Persian 600 pack. So you then grab it, one of those, and pull through all of the ones that you've got on the hook, like so. And then they kind of position themselves, and then you can see that cute little diamond that forms there. I really like this design, it's really kind of cool. Okay, so put another one of your linking bands there, and then you're going to start the process over again. The only difference from here on in is getting that cap band onto those 2 at the beginning. So let's start again. Now I've got one way that I'd like to get the cap band on, so I'll show you that, and then I'll show you some alternate ways, because there's a few ways you can get this cap band on. Alright, so for me, I like sliding that band under there, pinching the left hand one, and just hooking that off like that, so it just goes on the right hand side, and then you can rehook that or whatever you need to do. Now for this, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to rehook it on there, and I'm going to grab that left hand side, so I'm getting out of shot, I'm going to grab that left hand side of that loop we've just put on and hang on to that as well, because I just want to have that right hand band on there. Okay, so for now we'll just leave that sitting there while I grab my band that I'm going to use. This is my cap band colour, so I'm now going to grab these ones off. Sorry about the focus. Grab those ones off, and I'm going to make a double cap band. I just want a double cap band to sit there. Okay, and now I put both of those back on. And I'm going to grab another one of my diamond colours, and I'm going to loop it just through there and hang on to it, because this double cap band now I'm going to pull over. I'm just trying to make sure I've got this focused. No, it doesn't want to focus. I'm going to grab the double cap band, sorry, I'm just trying to get in a good position, and just pick it up and take it over the end of the hook without losing those 2 that are next to it. It's much less awkward if you're not trying to work around an iPad filming. So you just pick it up and put it over, and you can obviously straighten those out. Hook that one back on. Okay, so yeah, we'll straighten that one out later. just not playing with me nice. Okay. Really want it to focus. Right, now another way we can do that, so we'll go back to that step. Another way you can do that is you can put your bands on. So you're at this stage where you've got your second linking band on. You can actually, now this is the Jace method, I call it. You get this left hand one and put the band you're going to slot onto it next to it, and then hook that under the right hand one, put those back on, grab the one that you're going to use, move these out of the way, the one that you're going to put onto the left one, put that on, so you get those all sitting there. Now you can squeeze these and release. Grab your cap band, make a double cap on there, just pick up those two in the middle, and with your right hand, because you're still squeezing with your left, with your right hand you can just slide that double cap band onto those two. Grab a hold of those and just rehook all of those diamond colour loops back on, and you've got your cap band on there. So that's a couple of ways you can do it. You can work out your own ways if you like, but that should give you a couple to start with. And if you want it not to look quite as loose, you could triple cap band. That would also look nice. And would give it a bit of a tighter look through here. Alright, so the next stage after you've got that one on is exactly the same as we did before down here. So the only difference is getting that cap band on. So down here we're going to grab our corner feature colour. For me is the green, the jade. Hook it under just that left, like so. So we've got 3 on that left hand side now, ignoring the right. And then we grab the cap band colour and hook under the 3. Then we grab our diamond colour and hook under just the left hand side. Our corner colour and hook just under the left hand side. Whoops. Just trying to keep in position for the camera. There we go. And now we should have 4 loops on that side. Now you can turn it using the hook. Slide in, turn it around and use the other hook, which I did last time, or you can actually just kind of pull down, squeeze where they're not going to let go, like that. Turn your hook over, pull those out, and then it's a bit awkward to show you on camera, but turn it around and slide it back in the opposite direction. So that can be a little bit tricky if you're not used to hook-only designs. The way of putting your hook in and then turning it around may be easier, but if you're a bit of a hook-only fan, then you would probably manage that quite well. So we're going to ignore this right-hand side and repeat what we just did on the left-hand side. So we grab our corner colour just under the left there, and all 3 loops are now going to go pull this through, all 3, the cap band colour. And then we grab our diamond colour, go just under the left, our corner colour just under the left, and at that point we have 8 loops on our hook, and we're going to slide all of those under the connector band colour. Straight through. Give it a little pull down, they'll kind of naturally fall into place, and you have your next section. I just love the squareness of this, it's really cool. Alrighty, let's do the next one with a little bit less explanation so you can just watch what I'm doing. This is my way of getting things onto the right hand side. Sorry, we'll put an extra connector band in there. Almost forgot that one. An extra connector band in there. Alrighty. So this is how I tend to get these ones on when I've only got a couple of bands there. Slide it through both, pinch the left hand one, go over the one you do want to hook, and just pop that one through. Reconnect. Through. And reconnect. Pinch those. Oops, excuse me. Grab our cap band colour and cap it. You can also do that on another hook and have it sitting there ready. Go through those two middle ones. Slide the cap band on. Cooperate. Sorry, my fingers are getting in the way. And then pick up all of those diamond colour loops on the way through. Oops, can't get the band to come through. Through the left hand. Through three. Left hand. Left hand. And I'll just show you that hook through again. You just grab your hook, and basically you're going to be sliding it through all the loops that are currently on your hook, so you just slide through right next to your other hook and make sure you catch all the bands that are on that hook. So they should be basically parallel to each other, and then you just make sure they don't slide off this one and pull your other hook out, and then turn this one round, and you can start, and it's as if you turned it round on your other hook. Whoops, and then don't let go of it like that. Alright, these bands are quite springy, but I love them. Alright, so we're on this left hand side again, ignoring the right hand side. I'm sorry for the traffic noise. I'm not at home at the moment, so it's a little bit more challenging. Through three. Through one. Through one. And we're nearly completed again. We grab our linking band through all 8. Hook it on. Just let it settle into place. Ta-da!